Hey, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk. I'm your host, C Money, and this is a late edition of the Roundtable Talk. This episode was supposed to be posted a couple of days ago, but due to Tropical Storm Etta, I had to delay, recording of this episode. This episode was basically pertaining to the election, as you know, and I was supposed to do a pre-election episode and a post-election episode as well, but as of right now, I couldn't. And this episode was supposed to be posted days ago, but due to technical difficulties and plus due to Tropical Storm Etta, as most of you know, hit South Florida, so we was unable to get an episode out. Right now, the weather conditions is still kind of poor. It's not as bad as it was yesterday and the day before yesterday and a couple of days ago, where the wind was about 60 to 65 miles per hour, and we also had, heavy rain, and it's still kind of flooding. I'm right now in a park called the Bayfront Park, which is a I wouldn't say a historical park, but it's one of the main known parks in Miami where a lot of people come to. This park, there has been many video recordings in this park. R&B singer Sammy did a video in this park. If you look him up, you'll see Sammy. He did a video in this park. There's a lot of historical figures in this park. This is the park where they also did the Super Bowl celebrations, like the Super Bowl, pre-Super Bowl events and stuff at this park as well. Let's get right into it. As you already know, we do have a newly elected, I'm going to take my mask off for a second. We do have a newly elected president, which is Joe Biden, and we also have Donald Trump, who is trying to, in his best, do legal proceedings over this election. I'm going to tell you what I think about this election, what I thought about this election. First of all, what I thought about it is, I'm getting my hand sanitizer out, First of all, what I thought about it is, I thought majority of this election count was rigged. This is the first election that I've ever seen where we had to wait almost a week, less than a week. It took us about 4 days to get a result elections, when only it takes you a day to get all the ballots in. Only because of I know because of the coronavirus, and they had a lot of the mail-in ballots, and they had to do, and a lot of the states saying, we're not doing our ballots right now. We're going to do them on Wednesday. We're going to do them on Thursday, So, and like I told a lot of people, I told certain people, I say, I believe that Trump was behind all of this. Trump had something to do. Trump was trying to rig this election. Because why are you waiting to cast your ballots for different states? Because that if Biden would have won Pennsylvania, or Biden would have won, Georgia, or any of these states, which he actually did, but if he would have won another state, eventually he would have had but I believe Trump was like, well, okay, we're gonna stop, the counting, and we're only gonna count the states that I know I'm gonna win, so I can boost up my thing, so I can boost up my electoral votes. And I kind of figured that it was kind of, in a way, that it was kind of rigged. And then again, for the past, for 3 days, we were stuck at 264, 264, 264. I went to sleep, wake up, we still at 264. Wake up, go to sleep, wake up, we still at 264. And I'm sitting up here like, so when is this all going to be? And the day that they declared Joe Biden the winner, where was Donald Trump? At a golf course near Washington, D.C. playing golf. Like, this man didn't give a damn. Like, he was just doing his regular do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And what makes me know that made Trump feel like he's a bad president, or not say a bad president, allegedly. I'm going to say what made me feel like Trump wasn't good is that a lot of these presidents would have taken losing the race and taking the defeat, and would have been like, okay, I've been defeated, okay, you're not a president, congratulations. He did not congratulate Joe Biden. He did not congratulate Kamala Harris. All he said I'm going to do legal processes because I feel that we need a recount and all that. You know, a lot of these presidencies know when you win a candidacy for a seat and you was running and you still had another term to go, you lost, you lost. President Trump did not want to be a loser because he feel as if he don't fail in anything. Now there's going to be legal proceedings. Even so, the day after he was won, after Joe Biden declared won president-elect, he already set up a task force, a health task force for COVID-19. Now, what president, and he's not even much the president yet. You're not the president until January of 2021. And you already setting up a medical task force for the coronavirus. Now, what kind of president does that? That is my type of president, you know? You know? It's like, it's like President Trump is trying to say, to hell with the coronavirus, to hell with this, to hell with that. You don't care about the people. You care about because you want to run this office. And now you want to do legal proceedings because you feel like that this election was rigged. No, allegedly, I believe the election was rigged. Because first of all, number one, you tried to stop mail-in ballots, you know, because you felt like it was wrong. And the way you tried to do that was cut funding to the post office, to you know what I'm saying, United States Postal Service. You tried to cut funding, you know, and they needed a lot of funding, and then look what happened. You know, a couple of days, you know what I'm saying, like 2-3 weeks ago, they found mail-in ballots lying down in a post office here in South Florida. 48 ballots was on the floor, you know what I'm saying, and then people got away. Why are these ballots here? Why are they not sending the ballots out? What's going on? Because it's people out there that was trying to rig this election. And allegedly, that's how I feel. It was people out here that was trying to rig this election. And I felt like, really, why are you trying to rig this election? For what purpose? You know, y'all know that Trump is not for the coronavirus. I was looking at a meme that somebody did. One, it had Bush, Trump. No, it had Bush, Obama, and then it had Trump. Bush said, "I caught, you know, Saddam Hussein." Obama said, "I caught Osama bin Laden." Trump said, "I caught the coronavirus." And it was funny to the point where, you know, Trump is not taking this virus seriously. First of all, people are saying you calling it the China virus. It is not the China virus. As you know, coronavirus has been a virus that's been around for years. It's just, to this point, the virus just got more serious than it was. Because if you look on the back of Lysol cans, it tells you it kills coronavirus, you know. And then you try to get people to kill people by saying, and inject bleach into your system and help you kill bleach does not help you kill coronavirus. Yes, people put a little bleach into their water, you know what I'm saying, when they soak, and they put a little bleach and stuff in their water. Yes, but you don't put tons and tons of bleach. You know what that'll do to your skin, you know? And that's why I'm like, you don't really take this virus seriously because you don't feel as if this virus is something to be taught seriously. Look at what Joe Biden's doing. He's already creating a medical task force for COVID-19. And you're not the president until 2021 of January. You know, and you're already taking office already and doing what you need to do. You know, this was a historical presidential election. First of all, I would like to say congratulations to Kamala Harris, who became the first female in office, regardless if it's a president or vice president. You was the first female. And then not only that, you was the first African American, and I believe she's from South Asia as well, female vice president. You know, you're the first female ever in the White House office running as either president or vice president. Remember, you know, Hillary Clinton tried to run for presidency, you know what I'm saying, 2016. What ended up happening? The Republicans wasn't ready for a female president, you know. But the reason, I believe one of the reasons why Joe Biden became elected president is another reason I said the same thing for President Obama. Because when President Obama became president, a lot of the families, what was going on? 9/11, trying to find Osama bin Laden, war, money, people going overseas. A lot of these families got tired of Bush killing their families, Bush killing their family members, killing their uncles, killing their aunties, killing their mommies and daddies, killing their brothers and sisters. A lot of people got tired of Bush killing their family members. And when John McCain tried to ran for office, he wanted to continue the war. And people was like, no, we don't want to continue the war. We want this war to end. So it took a minute for Obama to do it, but the war finally ended. I mean, we still are fighting the battle out there, but the war is over with. You know, we still got people in certain countries and stuff, but the war is over with. It's the same thing with Joe Biden. Everybody, to my opinion, is thinking that Trump is not taking this virus seriously. Look how many deaths is rising. And it is now November. This virus been out here since, I would say, January. Things started shutting down in March. And you still got people like myself and others. You still got people that's out of job. You still got people that don't have money, that's trying to make a way. You still got people out here huffing and puffing. You still got people catching coronavirus. You still got testing sites. You know, I can't walk into a building. Every day I go out my house. Like today, I went out my house. I literally forgot my mask. Luckily, I was just 2 seconds away out of my door. So most of the time, I'm down the street and I'm like, oh, I forgot my mask. And I got to turn around and come back. But literally, I was 2 seconds out my door and I'm like, oh, I forgot my mask. You know, people be forgetting. You can't walk in a grocery store and shop the way you want to shop no more without need a mask. You can't get on a public transportation, city bus, taxi, cab, Uber, Lyft, you know, a train system. You can't go on any type of public transportation system without saying you need a mask. And then not only that, you got to social distance 6 feet apart and everything. You know, a lot of the clubs are still closed. A lot of the bars are still closed. A lot of the restaurants had to close down. And you sitting up here like you don't give a damn. And then you said in your presidential debate, let's open everything back up. Fuck the coronavirus. Let's open everything back up. And I'm sitting up here like, dude, all Joe Biden want to do is open things safely. He don't want to just open everything back up again. Next thing you know, people are getting sick. People are getting, you know what I'm saying, coronavirus. The cases are going up. You know. A lot of these businesses had to board up they locations because if Trump would have became reelected, it would have been and I said it would have been a countrywide protest and countrywide riot. And it was going to be. A lot of the places down here in Miami had to border up they businesses, and Miami just started late, but a lot of the businesses across from DC and other places had to border up. And then they also had a protest outside of Black Lives Matter Plaza, which is a plaza that's right across the street from the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And I looked at it as if y'all don't realize that this man really doesn't look at the virus like that. I'm not saying that Trump is a bad man. I don't doubt any president that comes into office. Every president that comes into office serves a purpose. But my thing is, why are you worried that you're not worried about people getting sick? You don't visit the CDC guidelines. You want to, you know what I'm saying, defund the WHO program. You walk around here without a mask when you go to these rallies and these campaigns. Then the day that they declare Biden the winner, you had a damn golf course playing golf. And then you didn't need much call and congratulate Joe Biden. Every president I know has called, and then it's a saying, a rumor or alleged that he won't be attending the inauguration. You know, are you that hard up? Are you that so whiny? Are you that so? And then now you want to do legal, you want to start legal processions because you feel like, you know, you need to do a recount because you feel like it's wrong. Dude, you was at 214, Biden was at 216. Biden only needed one state and he won. You need at least 2 to get it because you was at 214. And then now you want to do a recount? You know how long that's going to take? You know? So I look at it as if, you know, to me that's like somebody whining, like whine, I didn't win, let's do a recount, whine. You're whining because you feel like if you think that the numbers are wrong, but the numbers are not wrong. People got tired of this virus. People won't change. People felt like you wasn't doing nothing with this virus. People felt like, oh, Trump is not helping me with the virus. 5 of my family members got caught the coronavirus and 2 of them died. What is he doing to help us? You know, I'm out of work, and I don't know how I'm gonna feed my kids, and unemployment ain't giving me no money. I got that one stimulus check, and that stimulus check went to paying my bills for a month or two. What about now? You know, you're not giving nobody $600 like you was. That ended in July, in August. You know, where's my $600 a week? You know, where I can support my family, where I can support. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like really he wasn't doing too much to help everybody, and that's why a lot of people voted for. And a lot of these people that I talk to, they say I'm ready for him to get out because he's not doing nothing. You know, you not helping. You telling these governors do what you want to do with your state. You know what I'm saying? Open up when you want to open up. No, you're supposed to have it where, okay, I see the numbers in Florida are going up. Let's shut down Florida. I see the numbers are going up in New York. I see the numbers are going up in California. I see the numbers are going up in Georgia or Mississippi or Wyoming or North Dakota or South Carolina. Let's come together with a program. You're supposed to be looking at the cases of which cities and states have the highest cases of coronavirus. And let's implement a plan to keep everybody safe or shut it down, you know? And I look at that as if you're not doing that. You know, you're not trying to keep people safe. You're just telling people, do whatever you want to do. If you want to open up, open up. If you don't want to open up, don't open up. You know, and I look at it as if that's not a good sign for a presidency. Already Joe Biden is creating a task force for the coronavirus. What's next? He gonna create a mass mandate and do other stuff. And he ain't even much the president yet, you know? This election was a historical. And not only that, I'm gonna take a pause for a second. I wanna say this is an historical election for Miami as well too. For those of you who don't know, Miami has elected its first female mayor for Miami-Dade County. Congratulations to Daniela Levine Carver, who was the first female mayor of Miami-Dade County. I want to congratulate her. For y'all who's not from Miami, this is an historical event for Miami as well. We have elected our first female mayor of Miami-Dade County. She's the first female ever. And I want to congratulate to her on that because she has made progress. And I also want to say to everybody in the state of Florida, thank you for voting on the minimum wage increase. Within the next couple of years, our minimum wage will be going up to $15. It will go up, I think, $1 every year, I believe, and then it will be going up to $15. They passed a $15 minimum wage raise, and I'm thankful that I want to say congratulations to everybody in the state of Florida for making that happen. So now a lot of these people in the state of Florida can see that wherever you work, it doesn't matter if you're at Burger King, it doesn't matter if you're at McDonald's, it doesn't matter if you're at a mom and pop store or restaurant, it doesn't matter if you work, wherever you work, the minimum wage will be $15 within the next couple of years. I do congratulate everybody for making this historic, and I want to congratulate all of y'all for making history as electing Kamala Harris as our first African American in the White House as a political person in the White House as a vice president. You know, now it's going to be where eventually she has now she has the chance to run for presidency. You know, a lot of people said back in earlier couple of years, like a year or two ago, a lot of people was, you know, there was rumors going around that Michelle Obama would run for presidency. But I'm like, yeah, Michelle, maybe not, because Michelle already know. And my thing is, America is not ready. You just got your first black president through Barack Obama. So America is not ready yet for your first female president, let alone your first black female president. Because you got to get the female in there first. And they tried with Hillary Clinton. But you know the Republicans was going to say, shit, no, we're not going to do that. So they couldn't get the female president in. So they eventually settled on, I'm sorry y'all, it's the lightning. They eventually settled on a female vice president. So that's basically what came to about. So I mean, I'm saying this, and I'm not saying that to be like, I'm not saying it to bash, I'm not saying it to be incorrect. I'm just saying that with what the economy is going through right now, you know, we will get a female president in office. It may not, I don't believe it's now, because right now, you know, like they always say, they always, and it's true, they always find the minority to clean up somebody's mess. And and my thing is, I'm not saying that. As you know, my statement is they always bring a Democrat in to clean up a Republican's mess. Because look at what Bush did, and who they had to bring in to clean up Bush's mess. Obama. Look at what Trump is doing. In 4 years, Trump did a whole lot of mess. And this year, a lot more will expire more than the past 2 years. And that's the coronavirus. And now they had to bring in Joe Biden and say, hey, we got to fix this coronavirus. You got to fix the economy, you know. Ain't no money coming into the economy. A lot of these restaurants are suffering because people ain't got money to go buy food. People ain't got money to go eat. People ain't got money to go to the club. People ain't got money to go to a bar and have a drink. People barely got money to go to the supermarkets and buy food. So you got to look at it as if, how can you fix it? And Trump was not willing to fix it, you know. So they had to go to the point where, hey, let's do something to fix this economy. Let's do something, you know. And people was like, let's get Obama in. Let's get Biden in. We need Joe Biden, you know. And I feel like this was the best opportunity to get him in, because this is what we needed. Somebody who was willing to help us, you know, get this economy back up and running. Somebody who was willing to get us back on the right track. As you can see, there's a couple of birds hanging around. I'm sitting right now on the stage of the Bayfront Park, not the Bayfront Park Amphitheater. This is like a little mini stage that they have for little small performances. So then, this is also, I could say, a hot spot in South Florida, if you want to call it, but I'm not going to do it as a hot spot in South Florida. Just across from me on the other side, there is a new, just to take a break from the conversation, there's a new called Skyview Miami, which is a new Ferris wheel. It's similar to the one that they have in Atlanta, and I don't think I ever told you, I went to Atlanta in 2019 last year, and I rode the one in Atlanta. It's Skyview Atlanta. This one is called Skyview Miami. I don't know if I ever mentioned it in my previous episodes. It was supposed to be open and up and running for the Super Bowl 2020, which was here in Miami, but due to, I guess, some technicalities, and then also, I guess, coronavirus pushed it back. It just recently opened this past month in October. So basically, you know, it was a lot of with that, you know. So maybe one day we'll do another episode with that, because we'll probably do an episode with that, because it sits in the backside of Bayfront Park, and I mean, not Bayfront Park, it's the backside of Bayside, which is like a marketplace / outside shopping center or whatever, which we'll probably do another episode on hotspots in South Florida with that. But yeah, back to the election. It was like they wanted somebody that can help and that can that can change this economy. You know, a lot of these people, you know what I'm saying, businesses are still closing, you know. A lot of these businesses, I've seen a lot of businesses that have to result in delivery services, DoorDash, Uber Eats. What's the other one? I forgot the other one. But they had to, you know, I'm sorry, y'all, because of this weather, my sinuses likes to act up because of this weather. But they had to result in a lot of delivery services now. So, you know, they don't really, you know, because you have no choice. You know, how your business is going to stay afloat if you can't have dine-in dining? Which now you can have inside dining, but there are some restaurants that are still not having inside dining. Like I told you in the previous episode, me and a friend of mine was going to go out to eat at a restaurant, and I mentioned the name of the restaurant in my last episode, but I'm not going to mention it again. And this was like last month, and they did not offer dine-in. They still had it where you can sit outside. And at the time we wanted to go, it was rain, and it was a like severe storm, like a rain, not severe, but it was like raining. It was bad weather, and we couldn't go because, like, I wouldn't mind sitting outside, but it's raining. How you gonna try to eat when rain coming down and stuff like that. Because, you know, in Miami, it don't just rain majority of the time. Majority of the time, it's rain and wind. Like now, it's a lot of wind because of Tropical Storm Eta has passed, but we're still getting the back ends of it, meaning that it rains, it's on and off raining. Right now, the storm, it was sunny earlier, but the clouds are dark right now, and it rained a little bit earlier. So you can see that basically it's not as sunny as you would have thought it was because of Tropical Storm Eta. And not only that, I hope everybody's staying safe out here because Tropical Storm Eta is supposed to be hitting, supposed to be the northern part of Florida. But just hopefully everybody's staying safe out there and stuff like that. But yeah, back to the election. It's basically that this was like, it was a historical election. Like people was tired of what Trump was doing. You know, when you go to these rallies, like he did a rally right before the election in Miami at Opelika Airport, which is like a small airport in Miami. Opelika Executive Airport, what they call it now. And he had a rally there, and they showed it on the news. He had some supporters with no masks. Even after they elected Joe Biden as president, you still had Trump supporters in certain areas out here supporting Trump with their flags and everything. Because I'm like, Trump lost, but nobody wants to be defeated. Trump didn't want to acknowledge that he's being defeated by Biden. So now he's doing his legal proceedings. And I'm like, legal proceedings, dude, come on now. This is something that, you gotta fess up to. This is something that, you gotta take heed to. Like, you gotta know this is what this is all about. You gotta know that you are a president. Every president is going to lose, Every president, know that even as a mayor or as a commissioner, as a congressman, as a senate, any political office, you know that eventually you're going to go into politics knowing that there is a 50-50 chance that you may win, that you may lose. At first when I seen the results, I'm like, oh, Joe Biden is going to lose. But then the polls start coming in and people start pouring in and more, and I felt like, hey, he is going to come out of this on top. And you have to realize there are losers, there are winners. I don't win at everything. I don't lose at everything. But I know that in certain parts, I know I take things, seriously, regardless of whatever I do, whether it's a job or election or campaign or any position or anything, you win, you lose, in life. And you got to take it like that. So to me, I felt like really, it was something that he whined and cried, when I lost the election, and he whined and whined and whined to now the point that he wants to have legal proceedings because he felt like it was, the votes was wrong. So I want to know what y'all thoughts on this is about, what y'all feel about this. I'm going to, most definitely, I will do a follow-up episode on this as well. We are going to continue to follow this because as of right now, the legal proceedings are going to start. And, of course, I was supposed to do one episode after the elections, and I was supposed to be done with the election. But since now we have legal proceedings, I am going to be doing at least 1 or 2 more episodes on the election. And I want to know how all of y'all feel about it. You can email us, roundtable00@yahoo.com. That's our email. You can also comment at the bottom of this page. You can express your opinions. If you want to express who you voted for, who you not voted for. Keep in mind that everybody's voting, opinions is their voting opinions. We're not here to bash anybody because of who they voted for. We're not here to bash anybody because of, legal proceedings or what's going on in the public. We just here this is just a show that just come, we talk about everything. Like I said, congratulations to Daniela Levine Carver, the first female mayor-elect to Miami-Dade County mayor. Congratulations to Joe Biden, elected president, and to Kamala Harris, the first female in the White House office, and the first female vice president, and the first African-American female. And, everything. Like I said, email us, roundtable00@yahoo.com. I am at the beautiful Bayfront Park, in downtown Miami. Um, we'll probably do another episode on this part later in the future. Um, because of the weather situation, not only that, my shows are basically supposed to be 30 minutes long. So, and or if I do a part two, but I'm gonna cut short because the weather's out here. Like I said, this episode was supposed to be um, done days ago, but due to Tropical Storm Eta, it delayed taping of this episode. So I do apologize for that. If you are just seeing this, by the time most of y'all see this, it will probably be days from now since y'all seen this. But I'm apologizing because this episode was supposed to be taped a couple of days ago. Actually, I was supposed to do an episode prior to Joe Biden being elected because I was supposed to be talking about um, the votes being counted and everything, why is it taking so long to be counted. But since Hurricane Eta, Tropical Storm Eta came and it delayed taping of the show, I just decided, well, I'm going to do everything all together in one show. So congratulations, you know what I'm saying, and not only to Joe Biden, not only to Kamala Harris, not only to Daniela Levine Carver, but I want to say congratulations to all nominees out there who won their seat in office. If you are new to the political office, or if you winning your seat for the second, third, or fourth time, or whatever, I just want to say congratulations to all the candidates out there across the country, not just in Miami, not just in the White House, but all across the country. Congratulations to everybody, and my hat's off to y'all. If you know everything, roundtable00@yahoo.com is my email. This is the Roundtable Talk. I am your host, C Money. I thank y'all for watching. Stay safe out there, because Hurricane Eta just passed us and it did a lot of damage. Stay safe to everybody. Stay safe out there. This is the Roundtable Talk. I will see y'all next time. God bless and stay safe.